Now, I wonder.
Hi,
Hey, what's going on?
what you doing?
What's
Happy
happening? What's happening?
Monday.
What's happening?
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
How was your weekend? Was it good?
Um, Black Bear Fest was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we spent a large portion of our weekend together Saturday because
Most of the day Saturday, it seems
we
like.
were working together. It was
Mm-hmm.
man, it was a nice road trip
Mm-hmm.
from Nags Head to Plymouth.
You picked me up at what, 8:30?
It
Something
did.
like
Yep,
that on
on
Saturday
Saturday
morning.
morning.
And we drove all the way to Plymouth, and then you dropped me back off at my house at about
At
2:30.
about 2:30. That's about
So
right.
we spent a good 6 hours together.
We had a good time though.
It was
It
it
was
was
a
very cool. I mean, I was quite impressed. And like I said, I know it used to be North Carolina Black Bear Festival, and now it's become a national. And I literally was walking down the street, and it kept going and kept going and kept going. I'm like, okay, I'm too far away from our tent. I got to kind of go back the other
it went
direction.
all the way down to the Plymouth Lighthouse. I guess that's
Okay.
what they call it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful replica lighthouse they have there. A little bit like the one that they have in Manteo, which just sits down on the dock.
Oh, like the
You
little
know,
house,
yes,
sort of, so to
similar to
speak.
that. Same kind of design. Beautiful lighthouse, beautiful grounds, all the way up through there. The whole downtown area, really nice. They've done a lot of refurbishing. A lot of the businesses are putting a lot of extra effort and money back into their businesses. The storefronts
I like when they do that
look
kind of stuff.
nice. Yeah, and it's clean and welcoming. And then the festival, you put all that in the middle of it,
Uh-huh.
all that stuff to do. And it was. It seemed to me it was a little bigger this year than it was the year before. Might
It
just have.
wasn't as hot last year, as this year
Oh,
as it was
it
last
was
year,
perfect this
from
year.
what
It
you
was a
said.
little warm,
And good morning, Perrin.
but it was nice.
And good morning, Foy.
Yeah.
Oh, your son came in for the weekend, so you're both busy with him. Okay.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Very good. Very good.
Um, I'm trying to think. Well, we did the Bear Fest.
That's what we did. And let's see. Sunday was kind of a hangout around the house kind of day.
Mm-hmm.
Ran a couple of errands.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that goes.
Yep.
Went to the hardware store. That usually means a project of some sort is looming. So
Do you want to share the project?
no.
Do you want somebody
I
else
can
to
share
do
the work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
that would be
morning,
kinda
Mike.
cool.
Let's say, do you want
Definitely.
somebody else to do the project for you?
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
We need to
Yeah.
get our deck redone. There's boards that are like loose and
Really?
stuff and
Ah,
junk and whatnot and
man.
stuff.
Gary's in. Gary's in the house too.
Good morning, Gary. Sunny today. Gonna string lights around the fire pit.
All right.
Did you say hi, Diane, at the Holiday Inn Express? No, we didn't make it to the Holiday Inn Express.
No, we were lucky to get in and out
Nice.
of Plymouth.
Hello, Bethy.
In fact, gosh, we had an idea where we wanted to park as
we couldn't.
close to this bank as we could. I think Adams Street, something like that. So that's where we were trying to get to, but they kind of routed us into a satellite parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, well, we just don't really want to park here. We want to try to get closer. We got this, van full of equipment for this radio station remote. And they said, oh, well, you can park in the vendor parking. So I'm like, all right, that
We
sounds
parked in the
cool.
vendor parking.
Well, there's signs everywhere that said vendor parking only, towed
Permit.
enforced.
Yes.
Please display your vendor permit in your window. I'm like, uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of hanging out here without a permit. But it's like, so we rolled the dice on that one.
Didn't get towed, thank
Didn't
goodness.
get towed. I did stop and tell a local sheriff's deputy person about it. And I said, you guys don't. I said, no, don't tell anybody this. I said, you guys don't really go around looking for these passes, do you? And he goes, nah, don't worry about it. So we didn't.
Yep.
And everything was fine. Plymouth was very good to us.
So Perrin said she hung around the house all day. Bethy says hello.
Okay.
Victoria says good morning. And Foy wants to know more about the Father's Day package.
Okay. Well, it's all on our website for one. You can read the whole thing.
It is.
Right before you enter. That's the best thing I could tell you to do.
But it's a fishing charter that you get. Yep. I'm not sure the full details of the fishing charter. Mike had 2 beach days. Nice.
All right. Superman.
I went to the beach Saturday after the Black Bear Festival for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
We did. There was hardly anybody on the beach at that point because we always go to the drive-on beach.
Yep.
Down south, and so usually it's like car. This time there was a lot of open space. So it was just us. It was wonderful.
Nice.
Because we got there at like 3:30 when everybody else was pretty much gone for the day at that point.
They were toasted already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking sunburn.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe toasted in other ways too. I don't know.
The beach was. I didn't get to go yesterday. I wanted to, but I was
Right.
doing some things around the house, and Mr. D and I had a little project that we were working on. Got all that taken care of, and then went back to the house and started watching NASCAR.
Ah, okay.
And that's pretty much the rest is history, I guess, at that point. Bethy had a boring weekend.
Well, every you know what? Sometimes a boring weekend can be okay. Unless you just have to be active.
Yeah.
And doing something.
See, I like having boring weekends. I didn't even take a nap yesterday. I didn't take a nap on Saturday either, and that's unusual. But I will say this. Last night when I went to bed, Elsie decided that, oh wow, I'm awake now. I want to go play. So had to like toss and turn and be like, oh, please stop. I just want to go to sleep. But when I was sleeping last night, oh man, it was good sleeping. I don't know what it was, but when my alarm went off this morning, I'm like, no, it's not Monday yet. No.
See, you're the exact opposite of what happened to me. I felt like going to bed at what I would consider a very good time for me on a Sunday night. I was in bed before 10:15, 10:20.
Oh, wow.
That's early for me on a Sunday because I've stayed up Friday night. I've stayed up Saturday night. Haven't stuck with the schedule.
Right.
And usually I have a hard time getting to sleep. Well, I had no problem getting to sleep by, I think 10:35 was the last time I looked at the clock.
Wow.
Except when I woke up at 1:40 this morning.
Oh, you had one of those.
And could not really ever get back to sleep. It was tough.
That was me Friday because Elsie woke me up at 1:30. Then she woke me up at 2:30. Then she woke me up at 3. I was trying to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. Yes, you are. So you are Boulevard Ice Cream. Makes sense now. All righty then.
Well, maybe next time, right? She's talking about entering. Yeah. That's a tough one.
Wait, Perrin? What are you talking about? Perrin's ice cream place is part of the Father's Day.
I understand that. And she says, dang.
Oh, she can't. Oh.
Yeah.
She can't. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I am on. I think it's day 3? And I've made it to work on time. Thank you, Mike, for pointing that out. You're very, very observant.
Oh, nice. It skips
a
generation. Right. Our oldest grandson is
okay.
So it skips.
Did you fix the AC, Gary? Wasn't there an AC job involved in that?
She knew that. Okay, better.
All right, so we're about to talk a little bit about
she's just an employee. She can't enter. That's what she said. What happened? Oh, somebody, hold on.
AC, yeah.
Yeah.
Gary did do the air conditioning job. Good for you, Gary. Saving your family lots and lots of money. You should be proud. Pretty cool. Unless you charged them.
Good morning, Ruth. Bad contractor.
Or contactor.
Oh, bad contact. Yeah, contact.
Okay.
He just had to change it then.
Gotcha. All right, we're going to talk a little bit more about the North Carolina Black Bear Festival, and some of the other things that were happening this past weekend that you guys might have been involved in, including awesome beach days. And don't forget, it'll be bow time here in just a few. So,
and I think I have my word. Yes, I do.
Your station for the Killer Hits, 102.5, The Shark, the Beach Boys. Wouldn't it be nice if you were in the audience at Roanoke Island Festival Park on Saturday night, June the 15th, seeing these Beach Boys do what they do best, along with John Stamos, too.
I'd rather be on the stage, not
well,
in the
you've
audience.
done that already. You've been there, done that. There are people all over this world that haven't had a chance to do that.
That's true. That's true.
Listen, if you haven't gotten your tickets for that show yet, that is a huge, huge show coming. A lot of folks buzzing about this show. It is the Beach Boys with John Stamos,
Mhm.
the guy from Full House and
Uncle Jesse and
General Hospital and all that
yep,
great stuff he
Blackie
did.
Parrish from
Yep.
General
All
Hospital.
right. It's a Saturday, June 15th in Manteo, Roanoke Island Festival Park. Tickets can be had at musicobx.com.
It's going to be partly sunny today. Chance of showers, maybe a storm. 81 for the coast, 85 inland. Partly cloudy tonight. Again, slight chance of showers or storms down to 68. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny. Slight chance of showers or storms. High 82 for the coast, 85 inland.
All right, now we got 72 at East Lake. We got 69 in Coin Jack. We got 73 at Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark.
I was so impressed with the Black Bear Festival, the
I
National
was
Black
hoping
Bear
that you would
Festival.
be impressed with that, and kind of figured that you would be. We talked about it. You missed it last year
I
because your
did.
mom was sick,
Right.
and you weren't able to go.
No.
And so I went down to the Black Bear Festival last year. Had a great time. It's the first time I had been there,
Mhm.
and of course this year it was their 10th annual
It's so
Black Bear
well
Festival,
organized.
and it became the National Black Bear Festival in Plymouth.
Uh-huh.
What a weekend! Number one, what a beautiful weekend! I don't think they could have been blessed with anything
No.
better than they got weather-wise.
It was gorgeous. And it
Wasn't-
was wonderful meeting all those people.
It is.
Saw a lot of people came up and said, "Hey, I listen to you guys every day."
Absolutely.
Oh, you must be Bill and you must
Yep,
be
pretty much.
Yes, we are.
Yep. And we didn't have any idea who you were, but that's the way
Right.
that's the way radio goes. You
Well,
know,
we do now.
you know everything about us, and we're like, well, let's get to know each other. So we did. And thanks for listening. Thanks for stopping by. Met a lot of new folks, and man, there was a ton of great food.
There was.
There was more food than you could shake a stick at, and
And you could actually get food on a stick also. I don't know if you
Yep, saw that.
But they had a little bit of everything and then some good just arts and crafts and just all kinds of things.
It was so down home. It was so small town. It was so American, in my opinion.
And the Albemarle Queen is
Yeah,
beautiful.
absolutely.
It's
Really
the little
was cool.
paddle boat thing that goes, with the paddle wheel on the back.
Yes, it's like one of those
Like
Mississippi River
boats.
things.
Yep.
It,
And I thought that was genius.
great addition.
One
Yes.
1%,
Mhm.
one on that. But then there was also they had the lazy river. Well, normally
Yeah.
the lazy river is an enclosed little thing of water that just kind of goes around,
and
around,
You
and
ride
you sit
it.
on the inner tube.
Yeah.
Well, because they have the Roanoke River right there, they decided, hey, let's get a pontoon. We'll take some rope and we'll put little rafts on the back and we will pull people around the actual river and make it a real lazy river. I
That's
thought that
what-
was genius.
That's exactly what they did. It was pretty cool. There were bears everywhere, and not the real kind.
No.
There was the little boy bears, little girl bears.
There was- yes.
There was big stuffed bears. There was just stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was just an amazing thing.
Bear shirts.
And the whole town came out for this,
Mhm.
and people from I guess within 200 miles were there to see
There were a
this
couple
Black Bear
people.
Festival.
Yeah, there were a couple people that we talked to. Oh, we
Yeah.
drove about 2 hours. We figured it was just a nice little day trip. Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go.
Definitely. And congratulations to Tom Harrison and his top-notch crew
Yes.
that planned this and executed their plan. They're really good at it now. They got 10 of them under their belt, and they're really good at this.
Absolutely.
So if
Absolutely.
you've never been, this is definitely a green light. Say, yeah, put this on your calendar for next year for sure. All right, listen, coming up within 10 minutes, let's see, it'll be Bo time. Somebody's going to win some free food from Bojangles.
Which they have a Bojangles in Plymouth.
They sure do.
We saw it.
And we've got Today in Music coming up, and more details on that cool Father's Day promotion.
That fishing,
That
fun,
we
and
kind
food
of-
thing.
Yep, fishing, fun, and food. We unveiled that at 7:10. We'll tell you a little bit more about that as well. It's an old habit.
Yes, it
When
is.
you're done talking, you turn the microphones off. But because of
This now.
this now, I have to
All
keep
right.
it with me and talk to you guys too. But it sounds so much better, which we're so excited about.
All right. Hold on. Where are we
Okay.
going? Hold on.
Did they know us at the Bear Festival? You should
Bad.
promote us to gain more listeners.
Posted pictures were awesome.
You know,
Okay.
that's a smart thing to say, Gary.
All right. You just
the
watched the
Facebook crew.
documentary. Oh, was it the Beach Boys documentary thing?
I bet it was.
Because they have it out.
I bet it was.
All right, got first pie pumpkin flower in garden. Nice. That means that little flower is going to turn into a pumpkin.
Aha.
WITM is giving away tickets to the Beach Boys concerts.
They are.
There's a station
saw
down
that.
in near Newbern
Mhm.
area, Jacksonville, that's also giving away Beach Boys
Mhm.
tickets. Hey, Charlie and Ruger. Ruger's relaxing on his bed.
Awesome.
Did they know us at the Bear Festival? You should promote us to gain more. We could have.
Gary's like a
Karen
step
did
away.
watch it. Charlie says howdy, and Lori Lee says good morning. Good
Good
morning. Good morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Gary's about one step away from getting an agent, I think,
I think so too.
because of the notoriety that even in Cleveland, they're stopping him on the street. Hey, aren't you that guy? You're that guy on the Facebook thing,
Yes,
right?
I think so. Are there 2 Beach Boys left, original ones? Mike Love and Bruce Johnson.
And Alan Jardine,
And
on occasion,
yeah, there's 3.
and Brian Wilson, technically alive.
He is a lot.
Brian's not doing
doesn't
great
look-
health wise.
he does not look
just
good.
lost his wife within the last year. And if you know the Brian Wilson story, they did a movie about this. You
Mhm.
guys might remember this. He went through a really tough late 60s and early 70s where the drugs that he did
We're not good.
messed with him.
Drugs are bad.
Yeah, well, let's
Okay.
face it. See what happens. Brilliant mind, brilliant songwriter, brilliant musician, and had a lot of trouble after that. And I think just kind of lost a lot of confidence until he met this lady, married her in the 80s, I think.
Maybe,
I
yes.
think I'm right. And was with her for, 40 years probably. And she just passed away.
That is 40 years from the 80s. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? So
scary.
we saw some pictures of all of them together less than 2 weeks ago.
I think you put it up on our Facebook.
Yeah. And Brian was sitting there. Yeah, I think we did. So Brian's a little on the sick side. It doesn't count him out from never being at a show again, but you don't know. Alan comes and goes.
Right.
From what I understand. John Stamos obviously comes and goes.
He's going to be there for 10 shows. One of us is here. Hi, Mike. In Iowa. Iowa. That sounds right. This time, Bobby
it
Gentry.
Was the 3rd of June.
Oh,
wow, Mike. That's, you know what? I can tell you're a former DJ, man. That is the mind of a DJ right there thinking about that. That's so cool. You're right, man. That we should have done. We do this thing called the Forgotten 45, Mike. It's if you might want to check it out about 6:45 every morning. We dust off. Sometimes they're not as forgotten.
We
as
dig
others.
up the dirt.
We do the backstory.
Yeah.
The behind the music kind of thing, how it was written, who was on the record,
what inspired it,
et cetera,
et cetera.
That would have been a good one to do today. I wish I'd have thought of that. Man. So,
that would have been a good one to do.
And if you know what, listen to it a time or two. And if you've got a suggestion, we would entertain it. We would do one for you.
Yep.
Certainly would. All right,
yeah, you actually came up with one, which I think I had already done. We were at the Black Bear Festival. And Bill looks at me and goes, "Cool change." I'm like, what? He goes, "Did we do that as a Forgotten 45?" And I did, because it's about him sailing away and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is that? I was born on the sign of water.
I was born on the sign of water.
Yeah, you can always sing at least one line from these songs.
And it's there that I feel my best.
Right.
Yep.
The albatross. The albatross and
change.
Are My Brothers.
Yeah.
Of course, we could just come up with some funny lyrics to all of this if you don't know it. You might never know.
We're not gonna.
All right. So we're about 5 minutes away from Today in Music and Bow Time. Free food for Bojangles. Hang on for that.
Lori Lee saw the Little River Band in concert.
Did you really?
Cool.
Little River Band.
I
like the Little River Band. Yeah, if you're asking me if I'm going to go see the Beach Boys. Oh, no. Foy's asking Victoria. Good question. Is Victoria going?
I have this feeling probably back in the day. Everything happened back in
the day. We could do a whole show we could do a whole week of back in the day.
Back in the day. Oh, and what was it? Where were we and what did we come up with? And that's when I looked at you and I said, this is a Victoria moment. And I went, what the hell?
Oh, no. All right. Okay.
What were we doing?
We were people watching.
Oh, yes.
Well, there was 15,000 people walking by. And then there's there's the
we all see it.
The insurance is it insurance commercial that you become your parents?
Yes, Progressive. Yes.
You're becoming your parents.
Yes. Oh.
And somebody walks by that looks odd or whatever. It's just like,
we all
wow.
See it. We all see it.
That's when my aunt would you have ever dreamt of wearing that in public? Those kind of moments. But it takes every kind of people to make the world go round, and
It
some people
does.
don't care.
No, they don't.
Um,
That was quite obvious with some of the people we saw.
but it was that.
But they probably look at us and think the same thing. Like, why in the world
Why
does
is
he
he
always
wearing?
wear a blue shirt?
And he's wearing jeans. He should have shorts. I could bet people
Right.
probably would say the same thing about us in a different way.
Exactly. But no, we did. We saw. I don't even know what it was that this one was wearing. I just looked at Bill like, And I'm like, what the hell?
What is that?
That was a Victoria moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yes. There was probably, you mean like slippers and pajama pants? Because that's normally what people
Yeah,
wear to
could be.
Walmart.
Now, people watching can be done very respectfully.
Mhm.
Restaurants,
Uh-huh.
always position yourself in the restaurant
So you
can
can
see most of the restaurant.
Mhm. But yeah, there was definitely a what the hell
Yeah.
moment. I was like, what the really?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, and
Mm.
sometimes there's things that people don't want to see,
Right.
and that's why you kind of cover them up usually, and kind of
Mm-hmm.
mask it or just make camouflage it a little so it's not as obvious that you might have like a big roll
Right.
hanging over top of your jeans.
Yep. That could be
If you
something.
have that, you don't wear a half shirt.
Unless you're that proud of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some things that people
Right.
don't want to see.
I want to change gears just a second.
Okay.
Not because we're going in the wrong direction. I just thought of something I meant to do on Friday that I wanted to do today. I want to throw this out here to
Okay.
our brain trust.
Okay.
There is an incentive involved for the
Okay.
right person with the right car.
Oh.
Okay. We are looking for somebody that has a rather nice looking Deuce Coupe type car.
A little Deuce Coupe.
Yeah. It's been hot rodded a little bit. You know what it looks like. If you don't look it up, something very close to that or similar if possible. There would be a nice pair of incentives to the person that had said car that would like to hang out with us before the Beach Boys concert at Roanoke Island Festival Park with their ride.
Right.
So I'm throwing that out there. We are picky and choosy. Not gonna deny that. It's got to look nice. If you know of somebody that might want to take us up on that offer, that might have the right car, let them know they need to talk to us, especially if they feel like a pair of incentives would be really, really a good thing for them. Okay? Know what I'm talking about? Somebody please come through because we really want to do this. We've got some other surprises planned before the show. It is the show before the show on Saturday the 15th.
While you're waiting in line.
Oh, we're gonna have a party. So get ready for that. All right. Okay, we're about 2 minutes away from Today in Music and Bow Time.
I apologize. Now I'm cold.
Now you're cold.
Why do I do that? And if I take it off my legs, then my legs are going to get cold.
Right.
I get every now and then.
Where's your pizza blanket?
My pizza blanket's over there on the wall.
Well, you always say you don't get a chance to wear your pizza blanket.
You know what? I'm going to get my pizza blanket.
Get your pizza blanket.
Maybe it'll take care of the hunger that's in my stomach.
It might.
If I wrap up in pizza.
Just might. All right. Got about a minute to go. Don't forget, we're going to have a key word for you. Right after Today in Music, could give free food from Bojangles is up for grabs.
If I wrap up in a pizza, does that make me a stromboli or a calzone? Or a pizza roll?
Pizza roll?
A pepperoni roll?
Pepperoni roll. Hard to say.
She was being a pain in my butt last night, that old dog. She wanted to do the zoomies at 11 o'clock last night when I'm like trying to sleep. But she was a good girl yesterday.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I got a yawn. Oh, I'm cold. Bum, bum, bum.
Heads up.
me. Help me.
Your station for the Killer Hits, 102.5. The Shark, Lee Michaels, and a little bit of Cindy McGuire in there. Still bucking for
Help
that,
me.
that backup singer job. I don't know if you can make it or not.
Yeah, I don't think I am.
8:25. It's Bill and Cindy in the morning. Killer Hits all day. Your Shark forecast could be a little wet at times in the next day or two.
Well, yeah,
Could
because I mean that's just normal Northeast North Carolina typical weather in June and July and August.
Yeah.
It's going to be partly sunny today. Chance of showers or storms. 81 along the coast. 85 inland. Partly cloudy tonight. Slight chance of showers or storms. And 68. And then tomorrow mostly sunny. Again, a slight chance of showers or storms. 82 for the coast. 85 inland.
All right. 70 right now in Elizabeth City. We got 71 in Duck. We got 73 in Nags Head at 102.5. The Shark.
It's time now for Today in Music.
All right. It was 2003. Barry Manilow suffered a broken nose after he accidentally walked into a wall at his home in Palm Springs. Don't make fun of the guy's nose. You don't do that. Knocked himself unconscious.
Wow.
This really happened. He passed out for 4 hours.
Sorry.
He
Can't make that up.
He didn't endure any long-lasting effects. The doctors
goodness.
determined that surgery was not necessary. Poor Barry.
That's crazy.
And his nose. 1970, the Kinks' Ray Davies was forced to make a 6,000-mile round trip from New York to London to record one word in a song.
What?
Davies had to change the word Coca-Cola to Cherry Cola on the band's forthcoming single Lola due to an advertising ban that has been long-standing at BBC Radio in the UK for a long time. You couldn't sing about a brand.
It's just like
Because
Cherry
it's like,
Cola.
Yeah. See, what do you know?
1967, The Doors' Light My Fire. It was released in the U.S., where it went on to be number one on the singles chart for 2 months. But it was, or 2 months later, I should say. When the Doors were booked to appear on the Ed Sullivan Show, they were asked to change the line, "Girl, we couldn't get much higher," as the sponsors were uncomfortable with the possible reference to drug taking.
Gotcha.
Now, the band agreed to do so and did a rehearsal using the amended lyrics. However, thank you, Jim Morrison, during the live performance, he decided to sing the original lyric, after which they were informed they would never appear on the Ed Sullivan Show again.
He just had to do it, didn't he?
A really big shoe, never, not for you.
Sorry, boys, no more. How about music birthdays? Do we have any today?
Mike Gordon, he is
Okay.
a singer and musician with the band Fish.
All right.
He is 59 years young.
All right. Well, that's it. That's today in music, which means one thing.
Correct.
It is Bo time. You can win some free music from free food from Bojangles this morning just by doing this.
Text us the word doors, DOORS, as in the Doors Light My Fire. Text it to our Ripple Fiber text to win line 252-441-1025 to qualify to win.
All right. News and weather together within 10 and more killer hits coming up.
I'm talking.
That's fine.
Now I'm talking and you
I
can
do
hear
it
me.
every time. It's going to be the hardest thing for me
Yep.
to
Yep.
unlearn.
Yada yada what yada yada yo yoda. That's
Ba-dum-bum.
what Weird Al said. Oh,
Gotcha.
Y-O-D-O Yoda.
All right,
Yo,
Mike.
yo,
All right, Mike. Have a good day at work,
Yoda.
buddy. Keep everybody straight.
Yes, enjoy. Make sure they don't sneak any more dogs into the courthouse.
That's just weird.
That was weird, but that's yeah. I am trying to think what in the world happened that was weird to me this weekend.
Okay.
Anything weird happened to you? Anybody have anything weird happen to them this weekend?
I don't know. We have a lake behind our house.
Mm-hmm.
Not weird, but interesting when this happens.
Okay.
Usually it's late in the afternoon.
Mhm.
The sun's starting to
Drop behind the trees.
just a little bit.
Mhm.
And it's usually a bass that does this. Pops up out of the water.
Yes.
And I envision there being some type of a water bug up there. And the
Mhm.
fish sees it and is like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it was, but these things jump farther than a bass. This is like 15, 20 feet. It's like,
They get happy. Somebody told me that fish get happy, and when they're jumping out of the water like that,
they're like,
they're happy.
"Whee!"
See, I always thought it was,
that what it
was
is?
because they were either going after a bug or something was going after
That's
them.
what I thought. That's why you have a hula popper.
But-
to try to catch a bass with.
But
Something
they,
that flutters and make noise
right.
like a bug would on the water.
right. But Somebody told me once it's because the fish are happy and they just jump out of the water like wee.
If you're happy and you know it,
Uh-huh.
make a splash.
It's weird not to see a lot of traffic headed north on 12 either Saturday or Sunday. All right, why aren't you seeing that? Because actually some friends of mine just got in town into Duck. I think they're staying in Duck.
Right.
And she said traffic was not that bad at all. Which I was like,
Interesting.
not as many people's coming in. Well, a lot of graduations are getting ready to happen, so I'm thinking
Well,
coming up within the next couple weeks is when they're going to start
you know
coming.
what? Mark Jerkowitz has been reporting this for 6 months that the occupancy numbers are down,
That's true.
but rental rates have almost doubled too on a lot of properties,
which is weird. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Also, don't forget the Mans Harbor Old Bridge is closing as of today for like the next 6 months or
6
something.
months.
There was something
repairs and hang out with the birds. I think that what is the bird? The purple martin.
Martins.
Purple martin.
That's all, folks. There was something I was just getting ready to go look.
I did send you some pics.
I know. Oh, you did. That was last night. I do remember that.
I was going to look
for a friend of mine. We were talking about food. What's that thing called? Fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. His first name. And a friend of mine actually was fishing. I don't know where he was fishing,
right?
But he was fishing, and he said he was reeling in a small bluegill when a bass ended up basically eating the bluegill. All right, came up behind him because like the whole like you said, the bass, the little thing.
Right.
Anyway, so he kept on reeling it, and because all of a sudden it got heavier and heavier, so he reeled it in, and the bass had the bluegill in his mouth, and he caught both of them.
For real?
With just one hook. Yeah, kind of crazy.
That is. I'm going to send you one more picture, and if you can do this one over all of the others,
all right, hang on.
Time wise.
Hang on. Oh, these are. Oh, you see, I didn't see any of the. Hold it. Whoa. You sent me a lot of pictures.
Well, we can share some of these if we don't have time. I know we're like so far into this.
I'm doing them.
Hang on just a second. I'm going to make sure you get this one. I'm going to give you guys an idea of what kind of car we are looking for.
Oh, Dave Grohl with his Dumb and Dumber Returns. Sorry.
Yeah. Weird, but it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Oh, come on.
Cheese and crackers.
Really? I'm almost there, guys.
I'm almost here too.
Hang on.
I'm going through and downloading all his pictures.
Okay, one extra one. There we go.
Oh, it's so hot you could fry an egg on a sidewalk.
That's what's coming.
There's the kind of car we're looking for.
Not immediately, but it's coming sooner than you think. I'm going to show you a picture of it.
All right, did I get them all?
Yeah, Bethy, that would be a good idea because I could see him rolling all the way up to the foot of the bridge and going, "Uh-oh," and having to go all the way around.
Yeah. Well, he's already up that way anyway on his
that one office is near
the
there,
one office is right near there.
That's
so
right.
I'm sure he'll see all the signs. But no, we actually came across that bridge yesterday.
Oh, you did?
And they had these orange things on the far side, the west side of it, like every couple joints or whatever, and you go every time you go over it.
Right.
It's really obnoxious. No, they put them there for something. I don't know what they put them there for. I'm doing this. All right,
so Cindy's downloading some photos that I sent her. One is of the type of the car that we're looking for to have join us at the show before the show at the Beach Boys concert Saturday, June 15th at Roanoke Island Festival Park. We would have a pair of really nice incentives for the right car and the right person.
Something tells me that
willing to hang out.
Pair would be to said show. I'm guessing maybe.
Ask Richard Quigley. He has lots of connections.
Oh, that's the guy that
friends with old cars. Oh, he and Brenda. That's right. Is that the same guy? The gift garden guy? That's a good idea. That certainly is.
I'm working on it. Working on it.
Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot that I'd sent these to
All right,
you.
this is the car. Something like that.
That would be a almost perfect example, even if it had a roof.
Right.
Okay. But it's been hot rodded, as you can see.
It's a little deuce coupe.
Yeah. And now they are a little bit more on the rare and pricey side of cars because there's a lot of work you do to make it look like that. But we would need somebody that's willing to drive it up there, or
just hang out with us for a couple
bring
hours.
the trailer and load it off, whatever it is you do, and park it beside us and the rest of our show before the show.
Show before the show.
And we're going to reveal more of the show before the
really
show.
Big shoe.
So anyway.
All right. And then this is kind of funny.
What else we got? Now this is from, I think, way down south near the Keys, maybe. I'm not sure. It says Port Orange hurricane detector. If glass breaks, run like hell. It's just a couple of Coors Light bottles just dangling over each other. Oh, that was pretty cool.
And that must be the road's hot.
All right, we have really beautiful weather this past weekend, but that's something that could happen within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Think about
and remember, if you have a pet, if it hurts your feet, whether it's sand or asphalt, if it's hot on your feet,
it's going to hurt theirs.
It's hot on their feet. And then this was taken 7 years ago.
Well, that was from my Facebook page. I probably shared it 7 years ago. Over the weekend, I believe it was June 1st, would have been Andy Griffith's birthday.
Okay.
I kind of keep track of that because I am personally an Andy Griffith Show fan.
Mm-hmm.
I love his TV show. I even liked his Matlock stuff. Totally different stuff. I get it. But I really liked the television that he did. And some of the singing, too. Right. Can't deny. He could sing and play guitar.
Get along home, Cindy.
Get along home. Absolutely.
That was the Albemarle Queen with the fireworks going on.
Over the
How cool is that?
Roanoke River, Saturday night.
All right, this is me. This is 100% me.
Okay.
This is barbecue. This is grilling.
Yep.
When you're saying, "Oh, we're gonna have a barbecue. You want to come over?" I'm expecting pulled pork barbecue with coleslaw, or baby back ribs with barbecue on them. When you put the sausages and the chicken and the hot dogs and the hamburgers or the steak or the pork chops or whatever, that is grilling. Hey, come on over. We're going to have a cookout, which means you're cooking outside. Mm-hmm. You're not having a barbecue. All right. Got that off my chest.
Lori, I will contact Mr. Quidley and see where that leads. Thank you for the lead.
I don't know. Tell him I mentioned. Oh, okay.
So when y'all grilling,
I think I should bring a grill in and we should throw some food on I think we should do a little outside party in the parking lot. Party in the parking lot.
How about 6 dozen Boar's Head hot dogs?
It's a parking lot party.
Just teasing.
It's a parking lot party.
Yeah,
that's a country song. All right, purchasing trailer for grandson's 4-wheeler and all his equipment for landscaping, and he's only 14. He will take care of Christmas trees. I'll bring the dog.
What does he say here? I don't know. Oh,
kielbasa.
It's like, well, what you typed was something else.
Yeah. Kilias.
All right.
Brats, Knox. Throw in grill for Father's Day prize pack.
Oh, Victoria wants a grill.
Why not grill if breakfast won't work? Oh no, well we will. Breakfast is going to work. I promise you. In October. I don't know when in October, but that's what we're shooting for right now, because we have to get the season out of the way. But we will have. I think we should do. I think we should have I'm going to go get a grill right now and cook some hamburgers or something.
I saw a grill I really thought was cool. Now I've gone through all stages of grilldom. Okay. With the exception of I have not had the green egg or the ceramic.
The big green egg.
The big green egg or something similar to that. Never had one of those. But I've had all grades of propane and charcoal grills.
Have you had the Traegers, which is the wood chips?
Haven't had that.
Okay.
I've had the propane and I've had the
charcoal.
Had the flat top. I've done different things. I've had the combination. There's a propane tank and there's charcoal grill over here. It's all in one big long thing. But the older I get, the wiser I get too.
Okay, go ahead.
There
You
is this
tell.
there is this electric grill. Don't laugh at me, because I thought the same thing when I first saw one of these. It's good for a patio or a small
Mm-hmm.
deck. I know you say don't grill on the deck. Well, think of this. With an electric grill on the deck, it's really no different than having a George Foreman plugged in.
Right.
Okay. And it's about the size of one of those Webers, which is like the little tripod thing,
Yeah.
with the bowl, except it's just not quite as bowlish. It's got a big lid that comes up and goes down, but it's electric.
Uh-huh.
And I used one of these in Lake George, and that thing gets hot and cooks. I'm not, I was impressed. And sears and steaks.
It says it doesn't keep temp.
How do you know, Lori?
She has one.
You have one? Well, it kept temp for me.
She said I have one. It works great, except when it's windy. It doesn't keep temp.
Oh, when it's windy?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'll have to read up on
Gary
that.
said Weber bought from Ace and Mania 5 years ago.
Okay. So you have a Weber?
I think Perrin grilled all weekend.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with grilling all weekend. That could be fun.
I didn't. Oh, no, sorry. I did not grill.
When my wife and I had a catering company in Virginia, you talk about a dude that grilled a lot.
Uh-huh. I'm sure.
Yeah, because we had some big grills then.
Makes the perfect burger.
Mhm.
See, my personal opinion. Oh, here. Sorry. My personal opinion. I like a charcoal grill. I like the flavor that a charcoal grill puts into the burger or the steak.
Yeah, I get you.
There's,
I understand, especially if it's mesquite, maybe, or hickory, whatever you talk.
Yeah, but we
some of
normally
those-
just use the regular
just
old
regular charcoal?
Yep, the whatever it's called, charcoal
got you.
briquettes.
Got you. Okay.
Yep. We had brats last night.
Right.
Yum.
Okay.
Yum, yum, yum. Steaks and chicken taste better on Yes. So do burgers. So do hot dogs. I like that
Hot dogs.
charcoaly.
Just a little bit, not quite burnt, but yeah, maybe.
You gotta have a little crunch. Like,
it's debatable.
Yes.
Some people's like, that's burnt. And you're like, no, not quite.
I don't like
let
them
me
when
show
they're
you
black.
burnt.
No, I don't like black. I don't like them when they're black.
Or greasy black or
Mm-mm.
charred black.
Charred
Either
black.
way.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Sometimes they can get just on the, if you have a screen grill with the grates, the little,
Yeah.
like the Webers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's a circle and,
We grill all year round too, Perrin. I
when
love
you,
to grill.
but when you live in a coastal area and there's wind like this and so much that could go up in smoke, you have to be so careful with the way you grill. And it's right. It's really almost turned me against having a big grill any longer.
Right.
I just feel way too self-conscious about something going wrong.
We just use the little one.
Yeah, because, if it's a little breezy and you got a good fire going, especially if it's charcoal, you've seen it when the grease kind of falls just a little bit and it's not out of hand, but it's not what you want either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then if you get a big gust of wind or something like that out of nowhere, you could be looking at a problem. And that's what happens to people sometimes when they're too close to the house.
Right.
When I lived in Virginia, I never had to deal with anything like this. It's kind of a negative for here. If you love to grill, you have to find different ways to do it, safer places. And the deck used to be a great place, or the patio under the house seems kind of nice. I don't know. Anyway,
we're a little late, but we're going to news anyway. But we're late. Okay,
bacon, bison, and cheese on the grill.
Making me
yeah,
right there with you, Lori.
Sounded pretty good.
I'm starved. I'm thinking about running over to Food Lion, getting one of those little portable grills, buy a little bag of charcoal, grab some burgers, throw them on there,
styrofoam cooler and some ice.
Just go right outside and cook them in the parking lot.
Old time.
That's what I'm thinking. I might have to do that.
All right, guys. If anybody has any other ideas on that car that we're looking for, I know Lori, she has a really great idea. We'll explore that, but that might not work out. So if you think of anybody specifically that has something like that, let us know. All right.
Oh, they have grills to go. No need to get charcoal. Nice.
Oh.
The word was doors, Perrin, as in like Jim Morrison and the Doors, Doors.
That's it. All right, we're gonna roll credits. You guys have a fantastic
not
Monday. Hibachi's fun. My dad had a hibachi for years.
No,
the little one.
I'm just
Yep.
gonna buy a little round one that has the little
Mhm.
like you can raise the grill
Right.
up or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, guys,
Have a
we
great
are
one.
going to roll these
Everybody.
credits.
Even if you're from Iowa.
Bye,
Have a great
everybody.
one.